Hello, I'm Ryan right now, and you've just tuned into the greatest video game show ever devised. Ryan right now. Maybe the second greatest, because the greatest is over on Long Island, New York, where a man named BitHead1000 resides. And he sent me this package that I got today, sitting on my doorstep. And I gotta say, it's pretty big. I don't even know if it can fit in the whole frame. Oh, BitHead. What can I say about this guy? So I was on YouTube, and it seemed that all the guys that I used to watch, like for pickup videos and whatnot, started, slowing down, drying up. Not as many videos. And at the time, I was finding some really great stuff. The thrift stores were hot. It was a few months ago. And it's like, man, I really want to watch some pickup videos. And so, I just type in like thrift store, video games, or something like that. Go to most recent, and it pops this guy, BitHead1000. So I click and I watch one of his videos. And he's sitting here doing a video game show with no games on his shelf. And he's got this podium built up, that says BitHead1000 on it, and he's talking about how he's got the greatest video game show ever, and there's no games. And I thought it was funny. I thought it was good. And I watched some more of your stuff, and I realized that, hey, this guy is doing the exact same thing I'm doing. This guy is in the Shark Tank, competing with them snakes and dogs and thrift store people that wear backpacks and have their old eBay apps on their phones and resellers, and I knew what it's like. This was a guy who's hot, and because I've been there myself. I mean, I'm still in the same place. I mean, I my collection's not the most impressive. I mean, not nearly as good as some other guys on YouTube, but last year I had no games. I had empty shelves, nothing, and I just started going to thrift stores and finding it, and finding stuff, and finding other people on YouTube that were doing the same thing, and it became this big new hobby of mine, and it's really been my only big hobby for this past year or so. So anyway, so I'm watching BitHead1000, and I'm really liking his show, and I'm like, how come this guy's not, he doesn't have very many subs, and I'm like, what's up with this? And, anyway, I liked his show so much that I decided to start doing videos myself. And one of the only reasons was just so I can interact with the guy and be like, hey, I like your show. And eventually I decided, I'm gonna help this guy out. And I saw an opportunity. You had a game that Road Rash 2 that I thought I had an extra copy of, but I didn't. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to send this guy some stuff that he really needs, because I watched the show. I knew what he needed. He had a Super Nintendo sitting there with no power adapter. And believe me, I know what that's like. I mean, my first Super Nintendo, I didn't get a power adapter for, I don't know, months. My Dreamcast, that was going without an AV cable for... My Saturn too. I didn't have anything from it. I've been in the exact place he was, And it just so happened, you know, I had a bunch of extra crap lying around and sent it to him. So, I guess he decided to return the favor, and he sent me this big box here that, well, let's just stop wasting time and open it, shall we? Alright. Yeah, I know, I should have a box cutter instead of a knife. But I don't own a box cutter. Knife works pretty good though. So yeah, you know, you guys should all go check out BitHead1000 if you haven't yet. Alright, let's see what's in here. Alright, we got a note up top here. Dear Ryan, right now. 1,000,000 apologies for getting this package to you so late. I was trying to track down the power plug for the item in the box with no luck. I will still keep my eye out for the plug. I know that if I cut you with a knife that you would bleed SEGA blue. What? SEGA blue? So I hope you can find some use for this. The other item in the box is actually not a gag. I know Stand-Up Todd joked about sending you this item, but it is part of my show and I want you to have it. I keep all the games that I destroy and one day I'll pass them on to my kids. Anyway, you really hooked me up. It helped the show with your package, so I hope you enjoy this very small token of my appreciation. Your friend, BitHead1000. P.S. It works. I tested it. I wonder what it could be. Something that requires a power plug and needs testing. Alright. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. Oh, man. Alright, guys, check this out. My God. He sent me a SEGA CD. Dude. I remember being like, I don't know, 12, 13 years old, and, you know, looking at all the ads in the magazines, and, you know, it was when the SEGA CD was out, and I had a Genesis, and I remember I was, like, doing the math, like, adding up the prices for, like, the SEGA CD and the 32X, and, because I wanted the big whole tower, and I was like, you know, added up, I was like, oh, man, I need to just get, like, $800 or whatever to... Man, that's gonna be saving up a lot of lunch monies and, you know, delivering newspapers. That's what I was doing at the time. I remember asking my mom, like, hey, I want a SEGA CD, and she's like, $500? What the heck? So I mean, this is like 15 years in the making, dude. You don't know how long I've wanted a SEGA CD. Wow. Dude, I'm speechless. Thank you a lot, man. I appreciate it. Okay, let's see what else is in here. Alright, let's see what else is in here. Wow, I got some games too. Finally get to play them. Karate Kid. I can't remember how you destroyed this one. If it was ran over with your car, or the one that was dragged behind the car, right? Cool. That's cool. I'm gonna keep this. That's awesome. And I think that was it. Right? Wow. Yeah. BitHead1000. Home run, dude. Out of the park. For real. Well, I think that You can use the same power supply as a Genesis, if I'm not mistaken. And I do have an extra one of those, so we'll get this working. We'll get this working. I've got a few games to test it out with too, so awesome. Really. Thanks, man. BitHead1000, you guys all check him out if you haven't yet. There will be a link below to his channel. Seriously, if you want to watch an entertaining guy with an entertaining video game show, you know, BitHead1000 is the guy you are not tuning into. So go do it. Alright, I'm Ryan right now. Thanks again. I'll see you guys later. Hey, thanks for the box too. The cat has taken a liking to it. I think he likes the smell of the Atlantic breeze.